everyone. It is New Year's Eve 2024, and soon we will be into the year 2025. 5 more years left of this decade. So, in this video, I wanted to share with you a message that came to my mind today after a very scary incident happened this morning. And the message is thinking what has served you and letting it go to usher in what is new and right for you. And this can be applied to a lot of things. This can be a job, a relationship, a friendship, a career path, a mindset. There are things that come into our life that serve us for a particular amount of time. And then it's taken away or it's dissolved. Sometimes it'll be dissolved gradually, like you start losing interest in it, or something doesn't feel right, or you get too comfortable and you're just like, this is just isn't working for me anymore. Sometimes it ends abruptly, like it's just a clean break and you're just like, what is going on? It could be like all of a sudden you have a divorce, all of a sudden you lost your job. It could be that. Or sometimes you get too comfortable and the universe is sending you signs that you need to let this thing go that has served its purpose, and you just refuse to see the signs. So the universe will either gradually take it away or abruptly take it away, or just allow you to make that choice. It's all up to you. Right now, the thing for me that has served its purpose is this apartment. And yesterday, my mindset about this apartment was completely different. I was ready to stay with it until May or December or something, and maybe keep it while I find something else. I don't know. That's what my mindset was yesterday. But this morning, that mindset is gone. This morning, all of my plans changed. I realized that instead of gradually exiting, yeah, I guess that's right. Gradually exiting, I actually have to abruptly exit sooner, months sooner than I thought I would. I also said, thank you, thank what has served you before you let it go to usher in the new. I am very grateful for what this apartment has served me for. I'm thankful that this apartment opened itself up to me when no other apartment was giving me a chance. I left my other apartments because of gun violence. My first apartment, they broke in my house and stole my stuff and stalked me. My second apartment, they broke in my house, stole my food, and also my job at the time didn't pay me on time for 3 weeks, or 3 Fridays in a row. The third apartment, gun violence again, but this time even worse because they unalived some people outside of my apartment. This was before I moved off to Hawaii, and then one night I actually heard a girl get unalived. I heard her running and screaming for her life. She was shot by another woman, and the other woman said, "B, that's why you got shot." And the girl ran as far as she could before she collapsed in front of an apartment building and passed away. And this is how I ended up at this apartment, because I needed a space that was temporary. I needed a space that was my own so I could build up a newer rental history and pay on time and all of that to make myself look okay. But now, even this apartment, its time is up. It's done. Thank you for putting a roof over my head and being cheap enough for me to save money. You have served your purpose, but I cannot stay here anymore. It is too dangerous. This morning, I woke up, and sometimes before something happens, I will wake up seconds before it happens. My body will prepare itself, and then whatever happens is happening. I don't know why my body does that. I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's done this maybe 3 or 4 times. So this morning I woke up. It was 7 a.m. And I was thinking, like, okay, I need to go to the laundromat, do my laundry, and do this and that before they start shooting for New Year's Eve. I know it is inevitable they're going to shoot on New Year's Eve. I don't know why they shoot. I don't know why they want to die, but that is just how dumb people are. So after I think this thought, I felt like I needed to prepare for something. I swear to God, I heard the word prepare. I don't know. But I'm just like, I've been on edge for the past several days. Like, I've been trying to be extremely careful. Even a few days ago, we were almost in a car crash on the highway. There was a car in the middle of the highway spinning. It got hit by another car. So I've been like on edge anyway. I've been seeing like orbs out the side of my eye. I'm like, what is that? I was like, fairies, angels? Like, okay, I see you. Protect me. I wake up. I feel like I need to prepare. And 2 seconds later, 9 gunshots right outside of my window. It's 7 a.m., mind you, so I'm not ready. I'm not prepared. It's not midnight. It's not 11:59 where I can mentally prepare. It is literally 7 a.m. on the dot. So my body, when it comes to fight or flight, I am flight. My body jumped out of the bed before I could even process what was going on and fell to the floor and covered my head. It was so fast. I went and fell on the floor and did like this. Then it stopped. Like, when I say it sounded like it was exactly in my room. But you know why? Because it was above my room. So the first thought I thought to myself was, did my neighbor kill his girlfriend? My downstairs neighbor, which I'll go into them as I tell you this story. I heard the door open because I guess he went outside. I heard it close, and I'm just laying on the floor thinking, what is going on? What is going on? I hear the door open again. I hear 2 more shots, and then I hear the door close again. So in my head, I'm like, this dude just unalived his girlfriend. But that's not what happened. Nobody was unalive. I could hear them downstairs. They were making breakfast. Some people are psychopaths or sociopaths. I don't know the exact term. I don't know. But I do know that there was something about that just triggered me so hard where I was like, I can't live here anymore. I can't live this way anymore. And throughout the day, it was reiterated. Like, I am still not okay. I thought I would be okay by this time of night. It's not even 7, but I'm not okay because I'm still so disturbed from this morning and the things that happened after this morning. So after that, I was so scared to move around. I was too scared to be in bed. I was too scared to be in the kitchen. So I just went in the closet and I called my friend. No, okay. No. Okay. The two gunshots came when I was in the closet. And my friend heard it on the phone and she screamed because it was so loud. And she said, Kiara, you need to get out of there. Let me come get you. Let me take you to my house. I would have gone, but I was too afraid to move. I was too afraid to walk. I didn't know what was going on. I was so scared. I stayed in the closet for 30 to 40 minutes, just shivering. I called the police. I called the non-emergency, and they said, oh yeah, we've gotten a few phone calls. Yeah, we're working on it now. So I'm still in the closet, and the only reason I came out of the closet to go to my room was I went on the little neighborhood social media app, and somebody had posted, and they live up the street from me. They posted how many gunshots they heard, and they called the police too. They said 3 minutes later, 2 more, which is true. So I don't know how much time passed between me running from my room to it just felt like forever. Okay, it just felt like forever. So 3 minutes later, 2 more. This person also dropped to their floor because that's how loud it was. Then, they told me that the police were outside of my building, posted outside of my building. And that's what made me come out of the closet, because I looked outside and there was a cop sitting there, and I felt like I could move again. I felt like I could walk. I felt like I could get dressed and go do laundry like I intended. And then I saw another cop car just kind of drive by. So that gave me enough strength to just go downstairs, because I was afraid of moving at all. I didn't want to move. So I start talking to this neighbor up the street. We've never met, we just know each other through the social media app. They said they believe it was an addict neighbor who's been terrorizing the neighborhood for over 10 years. Now, mind you, I did not know he lived in this neighborhood for that long. I thought he was new. He's been here like a year or two, and ever since he's lived here, it's just been awful. He said, I do not know his name or information, but nothing was done. And he also has a restraining order on him from the neighborhood, from his mother's house. Then this neighbor told me that the building I'm in has had over a dozen shootings in 10 years. When I found that out, I got so scared, because now I realize it's not just him, it's the energy of this building. And the only one doing any type of spiritual work in this building is me. Out of all of my neighbors, only one is seemingly normal, which is the lady next door. And the only thing she does that's just kind of looks like, okay, whatever, is she'll scream at, she's in her 50s or 40s or 50s. No, she's in her 50s. She'll scream at her boyfriend or whatever man she's dating, and they'll be arguing outside and screaming and blah, blah, blah. But that's every few months. But them downstairs, drugs and gunshots. Them across over there, I feel like the woman is a sex worker and they have a physically abusive relationship. like he beats on her. And then there's me. So I call my landlord, and this is really what triggered me to let go of this apartment and be like, you've served your purpose. I said, oh, did you know that there were police outside? And he's like, well, they don't call me when there's something going on. I was like, oh, okay, well, this is what's going on. So I'm going to keep you posted about what's happening. And he's like, okay. I'd go downstairs with my laundry basket to go walk to the laundromat, right? I open my door. Why is there a bullet in front of my door? A shell casing. I look at the side, 2 more bullets in front of my neighbor's door. I go down the stairs, like 5 bullets that are right beneath my window, which is on the 2nd floor. So this man he does not give one care at all. This man, I'm pretty sure, beat a pit bull. And I don't really like big dogs like that. I'm scared of big dogs. I'm not saying they're mean, I'm just scared of them. I'll pet them if you're there, but I'm terrified. But you literally beat a baby puppy pit bull. I heard you. Because I heard something sound like a smack or a punch, and a dog go, "Arr!" You were, it sounded like it was being beaten. You already almost got me shot by the police when your stupid little friend pulled out a gun and tried to shoot you in your apartment. I opened the door and there's 5 police cars, or 5 cops pointing a gun towards my door. Then another time, the police came and knocked on my door. I hadn't seen my neighbors in like 2 or 3 months. And the police officer said, hey, have you seen your neighbors? I was like, no, I haven't. And he's like, oh, stay away from them, okay? They're bad people. How can I stay away from them if they live downstairs? How can I stay away from somebody who I share a building with? The only way that we will be able to stay away from each other is if I leave or if they leave. So I'm fucking leaving. I'm gone. I've had enough. His girl is banned from the gas station because she stole from there. They were selling drugs. They're on fucking drugs. I'm just over it. I can't even remember there's just so much stuff. Oh, there was another time I was woken up at 6 a.m., like 6 a.m. or 6:30. There's a banging on my door. I open it. It's the fire department. And they're like, hey, did you call? Do you have thoughts of harming yourself or harming others? And I was like, no. I'm still in pajamas. I'm just so confused. Like, I just hear a bang at the door, and it's like, are you having thoughts of harming yourself or harming others? And I'm like, what? No. He like, are you such and such address? No, that's next door. And it was him. And he had called, he was in jail, but I don't know why he was in jail. He was in jail at least 3 months. Maybe 3 to 6 months this dude was in jail. Now he's back. Why is he still living here? So I tell my landlord that I told the police I found some shell casings outside. Could they come and pick it up? Because I told them that I think it was my downstairs neighbor because it's right in front of his door. And he's like, my landlord's like, well, we can't speculate. You just want to piss on me and say that it's rain. You just want to gaslight me until the universe ends, don't you? You and I both know who the fuck lives here. For some reason, you're just so bad at vetting. You let anybody live here. Why is that? Why? What does he have? What type of bro code do you have going? I would love to be in on that. I wish I could just do anything and never be evicted. I wish I could have a criminal rap sheet as long as Texas or the Great Wall of China and still have a place to lay my head. I wish I had that kind of power. So this just irked me. I took pictures of it, of the bullet casings. When I came back, all of the bullets were gone. But you know what? I still have one. In fact, let me show you. Okay, so I got the bullet casing or whatever. This is what it looks like. It's like a 9mm. I can't read it. Like Big Luge. I'm trying not to touch it. Something Big Luge. I don't know. But yeah, that was right outside of my door. There were like the others around the building. So obviously it's the energy of this apartment, and I can only be here for so long. It is time to leave. I'm willing to pay more now. Like at the time I moved here, I wasn't willing to pay a certain amount for certain things, but now I'm willing to pay more. If it means I can sleep in my bed that I paid rent for, walk in the living room that I paid rent for, be in the kitchen, not have to duck, not have to be afraid of sudden movements downstairs. Like, of all the people that could live here, it had to be you, didn't it? You who's been terrorizing the neighborhood for 10 years. It just had to be you, didn't it? So, I don't know what my landlord's gonna think when I tell him. I'm gonna tell him on the 2nd of January that I'm leaving. I just haven't decided a move out date yet. Preferably, I'd like to just be out of here by January 31st. I just don't have any place to go. So what I need to do is just get a storage or something. Or just start packing my stuff, or I don't know. I'm still figuring out what to do. Because maybe I will have to get another apartment before I get my house set. This city has just, I don't know what's going on with St. Louis. People are like, oh, I left the city, I'm moving to the county. I left the county, I'm moving to the city. It's the same thing. Like, why are y'all acting like the county and the city are two different states? They're not. They're the county and the city. They're literally like 15 to 30 minutes apart. Get on the highway and then you'll be there. Or whatever, I don't know. That's just how I feel. So, thank you, apartment, for serving me. You kept me warm. You helped me save my money. And I got settled. And that's really all this apartment has offered. That's really all this apartment has offered. I haven't really done anything else. Except like maybe make my Kwanzaa book here. Yeah, that's really in some paintings. So it's done its due diligence. It's time for me to upgrade and get an actual place of safety. I think this next time I'm going to be very, very, very mindful of wherever the apartment is. I'm not going to just look at the rent. I'm going to look at the neighborhood, Like, even when I moved here, I didn't really care for the neighborhood. But it didn't look too bad. It just made it bad. Like the other neighborhood I was in, it was okay. Just there's just a lot of people on drugs out here. But next year, it's goodbye apartment. I'm ready for a new everything. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to get uncomfortable. If uncomfortability means staying alive, honestly. So I hope that y'all have a happy new year. I hope that you think of the things in your life that you need to let go of. They've already served you. Don't let the universe gradually make it go away or snatch it away from you. Just do it on your own terms. If you're actively working towards letting that thing go and replacing it with something better or something that serves you better or enhances your life, then you will notice that the universe will not go off on you like that. It won't sound like a karmic snowball at you, you know? So that's what I feel like is happening right now, because I should have left at least a year or two ago. But I was like, let me save my money. Let me do this. Now look at me, hiding in the closet. Oh, well, I'm going to be in the closet at like 10:30, 11. Yeah. So talk to you later. Bye-bye.